Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a minute and thank everyone that came out to the vision board workshop class last night. I hope that you all took away some good juicy tidbits and are manifesting away. The boards looked awesome for your first vision board. I see a lot of imagination, a lot of vision, a lot of dreams coming true. Just remember to hang those in a place where you're going to see them, even if it's just 10 minutes before you fall asleep at night. And I just wanted to also address a couple things that, questions that were asked after the class last night, because I think that will benefit a lot of people. And I kind of came out here by myself today. I thought it was going to be nicer. Tomorrow's going to be like 80. Today's like, it is almost fall, so it's your typical fall day. But, you know, we spoke about keeping your vibration up. Keeping your vibration up while creating your vision board. And you can't help but keep that, you know, vibration up when you're looking at things that you want to manifest into your life. And there are going to be times when it's impossible for us to always be walking around with this happy, jolly vibration, and it's going to happen. And yes, this question was asked of me last night about people that bring down your vibration, and there are people that lower your vibration. And I wanted to just address this briefly. And if you enroll in the Manifesting Your Best Life Ever e-course that I will be announcing soon, you'll have access to the vision board workshop that we did last night, in addition to some other videos and workshops that I've put on. But this will also be a subject that we touch on in the Manifesting Your Best Life, because the first step is your vibration, because everything's a vibration. So there are going to be times where sometimes the emotions that we're feeling belong to another person that we're in a connection with. And sometimes those energetic cords that are attached to us must be severed. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes people come into our lives for just a short time, just for a certain period of time, because they're meant to teach us something, because they're meant to, you know, bring us to a next level, or, you know, whatever case that may be. We've actually think of them as, you know, someone that we've actually cast in that role when we decided to come to here to Earth. And they are fulfilling that role for us. So it's not a bad thing, it's not a negative thing, but sometimes we have to just cut the cord. And it doesn't mean that we have to cut the love, and it doesn't mean you never talk to them again. But in every relationship, people are constantly exchanging energy. And it doesn't just mean, you know, a person that you are in a relationship with. It's every relationship. There becomes a cord connecting us to this other person. And the energetic cord forms right below the breastbone, and so think of it as kind of like the umbilical cord. And it can remain long after a relationship has ended, even. So this unbroken cord may leave an open channel between you and another person. And emotions and energy still continue to flow, even though you're not in that relationship with that person. So if you're unaware of that this cord exists, it's easy to feel that other person's emotions and mistakenly think that they're yours, and they're not. So sometimes you might wake up and be depressed or feel anxious, and you don't know why, because there's nothing really going on in your life to make you feel this way. So besides the fact that this can limit the amount of closure that you can experience during a relationship, letting this cord remain intact can leave you with a continued sense of sadness, you know, and craving, as your own energy is being sucked from you. So cutting that cord can help you separate yourself from old baggage, unnecessary attachments, and release you from connections that are no longer serving you. So I want to just teach you that finding and cutting unwanted cords is simple and gentle, and I want to teach you how to do that now so that it can help you. And it might not just be one time that you need to do this. You might need to do this until you no longer feel that emotion anymore, or that attachment with that person. It's a process that is best done when you're alone and relaxed. And it's important that you're strong in your intention to release that cord between you and someone else. So to begin, I want to just make sure that you are in a place where you are alone and relaxed. And I just want you to breathe in deeply, just performing a simple centering meditation, just sitting there and breathing deeply. And when you're ready, I want you to visualize or sense the cords that are connecting you to other people. So sort of envision those people in your mind's eye. And run your fingers through the cords to separate them until you find the cord that you want to sever. There's no need to worry, because the cord that you want to sever will just feel right. You won't be guessing which one it is. You'll just know. You're just going to use your intuition, and it will just stop on that cord. So don't worry about that. When you have found it, determine where the cut should be made, and then visualize the cord being cleanly cut. And if you need assistance, you can call in Archangel Michael and ask him to assist you with the cutting of the cord. So we'll just call in Archangel Michael and ask him to assist us with cutting this cord with his sword. And then thanking him. And if you feel that cutting the cord has left a space in your energy field, which it has, whenever you remove something, you should always replace it with something else. So visualize those spaces being filled with healing sunlight, golden light. And there may be times when cutting a cord can help free a relative or a loved one to also help them move on to their next stage of growth. They might not be, as awake as you and know that this is going on. So don't feel like selfish that you're doing this, because you're actually releasing and helping someone else move on as well. You're not serving a relationship, but you're not severing a relationship. You're severing the cords that are no longer serving you both. At other times, a cord may simply refuse to be cut because it's still serving a higher purpose and you don't know what it is. But it's also doing, it's important to remember that cutting a cord with someone is not a replacement for doing your emotional work with people. It can, however, be an act that works upon its completion. So in any case, cutting a relationship cord should always be viewed as a positive and nurturing act. And by cutting the cords that no longer need to be there, you're setting yourself and others free from ties that bind you, that are holding you back, holding you both back. So don't think of it as a selfish act at all. Now, another question that came up, and I figured I would just address this because it's sort of similar, is healing. And in order to heal, to raise your vibration, you must have control over this process. If you're experiencing negative vibrations, they're either thought forms or limiting mental concepts or psychic bonds or lost souls even in need of healing. So sometimes these negative energies that you're picking up on might not be a relationship that you haven't severed a cord on. It could actually be an attachment from someone with a negative, vibration, or someone who's passed on that has, found you to try and help them move on. I know this sounds crazy. They're bound to earth, and the vibration is due to lower vibration attitudes and emotions. So they tend to cling to people with low vibrations because they're easier to attract. People with high vibrations, the lower vibrations cannot reach. So it's important to keep your vibration high. Love heals. So casting out these lower vibrations only sends them to another place, another person. In all healing, just remember that God is love, and it's the power of love that heals and lifts. So what you want to do to clear that energy, and this is, again, something that we're going to go into deeper, but I just wanted to quickly touch upon it because it was asked of me last night, is just to close your aura. Close your eyes and close your aura by visualizing that white or golden light around you. And call God or Jesus or Buddha or Mary or anyone else, loved ones that you call upon when you need help. And I want you to just tell that energy that they are healed and forgiven, lifted and enlightened. Tell them that they're healed and surrounded with this light and love of God or Jesus or whomever. And I want you to ask your deity, your God, your Mary, your Buddha, your Jesus, ask them to take them to their perfect place. Ask that all negative thought forms and limiting mental concepts be dissolved and lifted into the light. And ask that all psychic bonds be severed, and then close their auras to all but spirit of the highest vibration. So you might want to have a piece of paper, and you can replay this obviously and write this down, or re-listen to it whenever you're feeling like you are in a negative space and you don't know why, because you don't feel like there's anything negative going on with you and you can't figure out why you can't shake it. It might not be you, okay? So repeat this process until you feel clear. And there may be more than one healing to do. Remember, your word is very powerful. And when it's spoken on their level, it manifests instantly. So being in that meditative state, calling upon whomever it is that you call upon when you're in need, or whenever you are, in meditation, asking them to lift this into the light is automatically manifested. It creates a clear and safe environment. It lifts it lifts you, the one who's doing the healing too. You're going to notice your vibration raise. And intent is 9/10 of the law. Don't forget that. Just simply intending to serve and heal, you will draw all the positive vibrations and eliminate the negative ones. Just setting that intention, okay? So again, on the other hand, if you set the intention that you want to manipulate, then you are again going to draw entities of like mind, and that's just the law of attraction. Like attracts like. So you always want to be drawing positive energy, positive vibrations, and eliminating all the negative and lower vibrations. Our job is just to simply heal them, ask for help, send them into the light. And you should hopefully notice a difference in your vibration after that. And it might not be just one time that you have to do it, like I said. After doing that, call in your God, your Jesus, your Mary, your Buddha, your Ganesh, your whoever it is, your spirit, your source. And I just have a little prayer that I always say that I want to teach you, and this is something you can write down as well. I have it written next to my bed so I don't forget it. I kind of have it memorized, but I have it written down just in case. Just say, after you call in God, your loved ones, your angels and archangels, we welcome all entities in love and light. We speak to you from the God of our being, telling you all you are healed and forgiven, lifted and enlightened, filled and surrounded by Christ's light and the Christ love, and we ask the beautiful many to escort you off to your perfect place and go in peace. And so it is. And I hope that answers your questions. Please, please, anytime you have questions like this, email me, text me, ask me, because I more than likely have been through this and can probably answer your question. And I will be back because I have another meditation for you coming up soon. And like I said, in the meantime, any other questions that you want me to address, please ask me, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather.